Hi, and welcome to Coffee with the Counselors here at Spanish River High School. My name is Natalie Havens. I'm one of school counselors here. And today our topic is community service and information on the SAT, ACT, and a new test called the CLT. Today presenting for us is one of our ELL school counselors, Mrs. Marielana Abramowitz. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me today, and thank you everyone for watching this presentation. So like Ms. Haven was saying, my name is Ms. Abramowitz. I'm the ESOL counselor here at Spanish River High School, and we're going to go on and talk about some community service information on SAT, ACT, and CLT. So we'll start with community service information. So in order for students to graduate high school, they must have at least 20 hours of community service, and this is done where they're not getting paid for it. So it's non-paid volunteer work for a nonprofit organization. And if you click on the link that we're going to provide, it can show you exactly what the guidelines will be, but students can do this at a church, at a synagogue, at a library, at a hospital. If they go to Gumbo Limbo, they can also do it at certain clubs here at school. Once they have their hours or they know where they're going to go get their hours from, they must log in on a community service form. And this form, we have them located on both Suite Silver and Blue and in the main office. And it's also on their Spanisher website. Students now have a new way where they can automatically add the hours themselves on their student portal and their SIS gateway. Basically, they'll go on their account. They're going to click on forms on the bottom of their SIS screens. They're going to click on high school community service submission form. Basically, they'll put in the form that is logged in with their hours, the signature. They'll document where they got the hours from, and then they upload that, and it goes directly into their SIS. So they don't no longer have to email it to Mrs. Gorin or follow any other process. They can just do it themselves now. And if they have questions, they can always come to their school counselor so we can help them. Some community service opportunities we have, if you check out our school websites, we have tons of information there. They can go to volunteermatch.org as well for more opportunities, discover.pbc.gov, or pbcgov.org. That's another website where you can see a lot of community service opportunities. We also have something called Blessing Blankets Made with Love. So basically, they help make fleece blankets and toys to send home with newly adopted pets. And for that, we have an email provided. If they're interested in that, they can email that person. We also have something called Letters for Our Elders. We have also the link there. Basically, they go to the website for loveofourElders.org. Then they pick someone they want to write a letter for, minimum 5 paragraphs, make it nice, cute. And then once they have the hours, they will submit that to Sweet Blue to Miss Whitley. And then once we get the hours, she'll sign the community service form for them. Okay, so now we're going to go on and talk about the college entrance exam. So the first one we're going to talk about is SAT, which is the Scholastic Achievement Test. For the SAT, students can go to the College Board account and create their account basically. And there they can see what new dates are coming in. So this tests are used for college entrance, like we said. So we just had SAT day here for our 11th graders on March 4th. Students can go into their College Board accounts and check out their scores. I believe they should be coming out within a month or so. After they can see their scores, they can see if they need to practice a little bit more, and then they can retake it in spring of their junior year. Basically, this test is composed of reading and writing. It has two 32-minute modules, 54 questions, and then they have a math portion that is 44 questions on that. We gave also our PSAT, which is the practice SAT exam for our 9th and 10th graders here at Spanish River. This was done in October. Same thing as a reading and writing test with the math. And if they have questions about that, they can go to their College Board account and they can basically log into their account, create an account, and then they can link their scores to Khan Academy, which is a great resource all students have access to on their student portal called Khan Academy. They'll link it to the SAT, and that way they can practice and see what they can do to get a better score. And it's going to be personalized for them, so they can see whatever they got wrong in it, and they can work harder to get a better score if that's what they're looking for. It's a free study resource. And basically, like I said, they'll just go there, they'll click on the college, my college quick start link, and it's personalized for them. Here are some other test dates we have coming up. I believe the following one will be May 3rd for SAT if they're looking to retake it, or in June 7th. Those are the two dates that are coming up next. The other test we're going to talk about is called the ACT, which is the American College Test. This is also another test that colleges are going to be looking at, their scores. This has a little bit of difference than the SAT. This one has English, math, and science. The SAT does not have a science component, but the ACT does. The maximum score on each section is 36. And it's basically structured the following way: is multiple choice. It's going to have English, 75 questions, math, 60 questions, reading, 40 questions, science, 40 questions, and then they have optional writing if they wanted to do the writing. And the next test dates for that will be April 5th, June 14th, or July if your student is looking to retake it again. So here we're just going to give you guys a quick breakdown of the difference between SAT and ACT. For the SAT is now available digitally. So that is 134 minutes, 2 hours and 14 minutes. So compared to the ACT, the SAT provides 68% more time per question. And it has two sections. It has the reading and writing and the math. The digital SAT allows calculator on the math section, and is offered 7 times annually. The scoring is a little different than ACT. The scoring is it ranges from 400 to 1600, and it offers more time per question. For the ACT now, it's 175 minutes. It's 2 hours and 55 minutes. It's multiple choice. But remember, this one has English, math, reading, and science. If they would like the writing section, that is optional. They could use a calculator on the math section as well. It offers less time per question and is scored differently than the SAT, scored from 1 to 36, and is given 7 times annually. And we have the websites for either one. ACT will be ACT.org. For SAT is through collegeboard.org. We are offering a new test. The state of Florida has come up with a new test called the CLT. This one is remotely proctored, so students can take it at home. It's offered each month. The student just have to go to the cltexam.com website, register for it. You would pay for it. They have discount codes that you can apply for. It's 50% off usually, but the students have to make sure they follow all the guidelines listed on their CLT website. This test is basically like 2 hours. It contains 3 sections, contains verbal reasoning, grammar and writing, and a quantitative reasoning, which is basically the math. The scoring is from 0 to 120. The results, they usually get it in 3 weeks. For the SAT, the results is usually 2 weeks, and for the ACT as well as like 2 weeks. This can also be used for Bright Futures and for high school graduation as well. If your student is looking to have that concordance score, we can now use the CLT for that as well. This is basically how the CLT compares to the SAT. As you can see, CLT is given online, the SAT is given digital. You can see the difference of the time, different scoring. So this is something for you guys to take a look at home. And then this is how the CLT compares to the ACT. A big big difference is CLT is online, ACT is still paper, but you can also ask for it online, but this is something you cannot take it at home. The CLT, you are able to take it at home. And that's really
Awesome.
it. Well,
Thank
thank you
you
so
so
much.
much. Yeah, thank you so much, Ms. Abramowitz. If you're joining us right now, thanks so much for watching. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to your school counselor. Thanks a lot.
Bye.